Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Yeah, I feel like it's very much lacking the spice.
Right?
You know? I feel like it's like a stew, you know? Not in a bad way, like, but stew is just like
great. If you leave it,
Khan got a while ago that just makes him so obnoxious. It's like you hit one Q and you're good to
whoa,
go.
that's a flash from Sylvie. Execute, he's flashing away, but they really want this seafood, and there is the crash down. First blood goes to Jiwoo. They invested a bunch in that regard. So he does go for a bit of a teleport back. Has a sword and a red thing, and oh dear. Execute may, oh dear. Is this, did we, yeah, okay. That's two quick ones here for Jiwoo. And we've seen a flash as well as Clear with his ulti activated. Dindin going to do the same here. I don't know whether he wants this. As there it is, Clear locks it down. Fiesta also unable to avoid the clockwork wind up finish of him. Both be coming over, they're looking for this. Yeah, Peter closing in as well. I really like that. Flash to come forward, and the Magnus Storm comes in. Good shockwave, but it's not going to be enough. The soldiers come forward, and it's Fiesta that might be in trouble. We're going to start tanking the turret, but he can actually do so. Heals up very nicely, and yeah, Dindin, he has flash, he uses it, but he is still dead, and this time Willa's going to be able to make it out, so no casualties underneath. Willa is now just moving towards the rest of these bubs. That might be where we see the next fighters. That's a flash forward from Clear, and Dindin is just dead. This is the Clear that we will. Sylvie comes on over to clear out the control ward there as well as the junglers face off. And yeah, of course, Will is going in. That's a shockwave. That's a Magnus Storm. And now Emperor's Divided manages to catch closer. Sylvie dives on top of him and they take down the Orianna. Will is trying to get in there though, and he is going to be able to do so. And now Fiesta, he doesn't have that ult. And Willer, I think, could have just kept auto attacking, but instead, Fiesta is, yeah, he's got a Trinity Force. He does tons of damage, absolutely. He'll take down this turret. He'll also deny a cannon. And that is...
Bit of an aggressive trade on Clear.
Do you think Fiesta will survive?
Well, I think you get the tower. I think you put up your own tower, and then I think you hope for the best.
Well, Emperor's Divide going to be used here as Fiesta moves ever closer to the enemy base. That flash was a flash of all time, and he is going to be taken down. Dindin now in trouble. Infernal Chains do work out, but the Tidal Wave is going to come in. Execute just straight up missing the bubble. It doesn't matter, though, as another kill happens towards the mid lane. Peter is just dead. Not sure how that one happened, but nice. Going to keep him alive, and now Clear looking for that flank angle. We'll be able to get it. The recall does come in. Does a fair bit as Fiesta is committed to side laning, and he will be able to take down this. He is going to say, all right, he will live this time around. Willa now looking for his opportunity. Closer comes in. There's the shockwave, and Sylvie's in trouble. He's trying to crash his way out of it. They get on top of Henna, but have they dealt with the problem? No. Clear has not taken damage yet, and look at them. They are getting pulverized. Dindin takes one, but maybe that was a mistake. They've reset the gold for Clear to pick up as he puts him in the ground as well. 7-1.
Until that point, it didn't look doomed.
Well, now it certainly feels it, as this inner turret, not long for the world, will be taken. If he goes back with like 200 gold, he'll be able to finish a Frozen Heart because it's so cheap. And Jiwoo's, he's going to Feather Storm, and then he's dead. The W is dumb damage here with just how fed he is, and Sylvie is also going to die. That's Henna picking up that kill. Fox, if you'd like to, you can go grab yourselves a Baron.
I feel like even if you just look at the scoreboard, you know, it's pretty obvious, but the game has definitely panned out.
And now Sylvie able to avoid the Wind Becomes Lightning. That might have just been a team fight as here's the flank. Income. If he full sacrifices, and he will. The turnaround was actually kind of cute. Tidal Wave going to come in. He avoids it. We can see the minimap, so we can see the fact that Dindin is dead, even if he doesn't think he is just yet. He is just yet dead.
Yeah, so I said I didn't think he'd get that because I assumed he would try and avoid. Like, I was wondering when he would stop, but he just kept building rowers. I kept stacking them. And you know, he got up to his 4th rower.
Winning the game problem. Nongshim may have to deal with, unless it and Fox still haven't actually been touched. Yeah, there's the shockwave. It does find Peter, and that was a really cute little flash there from Willa. Gets him over to the other side, but Nongshim, they are scattering. Let's not do the zoom out because we want to talk about this 4v4. This could be an interesting one as Jiwoo taking so much damage. Yes, the Nexus is dying, but that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. The heal, we're back here. Fiesta also, wow, that was obscene. Continuing to scale is closer. Back to this then, I guess. As
it's
Clear
more
is underneath
interesting.
2 Nexus turrets and taking next to no damage.
I feel like it's more interesting if we don't watch what's happening
That's
with
what
Jax.
I'm saying,
I
yeah.
think that's kind of the beautiful thing with Jax. You can't really go that wrong with builds.
Aiming should play Jax. Crash down going to be used here by Sylvie to get himself out of here. And here comes Clear. And we're going to try this team fight once again. As look at them. He was in amongst 4 people. Look, oh my goodness, he went down to half health. That's crazy, but he's got his Zhonya's. And Nongshim, they did manage to get a kill here. And now Clear's going to have to get out.
You have to back away?
Yeah, he does so. And Shockwave going to be used on a single target. And Fiesta able to get himself away from this one as well. But there's no cooldowns left remaining. Nongshim wanting to go for a bit of a retreat, but that went way better than I was expecting.
Yeah, I think what's being made clear is 5 people is enough. In terms of dealing with the Jax, 5 is like...
Oh
That's not 5, that's 3.
Yeah, Leap Strike going to be used. Shattering Strike connects here. And can they actually kill him is the question. In comes Fiesta, throws him back forward, but he has the Counter-Strike back up and available once again. Henna trying to get these autos, but there's the kill onto the Jax. They take down the Azir in response, but killing the Jax, I thought was going to be impossible for the entirety of this game. The full crit style will be able to do a fair bit of damage. And
yeah, a lot
that employed onto Fiesta, who's going to get shot. Oh no, Jiwoo! He stepped in just the edge and is taken down. Oh, you can see, even though it's the champion.
I feel like those situations where you're right on the edge are the worst, because if Jiwoo was firmly in the shockwave range.
When comes Lightning, Willa looking for the opportunity. And Closer can just give him an orb and send him to it. Clear able to 4-1 beautifully. And he is going to continue doing so. Then with a Sterix, interesting buy. And the culling just going to soften up Fiesta. My goodness, that does so much damage. And now Clear and Dundun sort of fighting, but more just Dundun watching as these inhibitors go down to the Jax.
Oh no.
Yeah, not a lot of damage happening here.
There's just so little they can do, and the top tower's going down in a second. Okay, they've lost 2 inhibitors. Top tower is so close to death.
Yeah, that is just a hair's breadth away. Closer teleports back in. They managed to take down the last inhibitor turret. This is close to 40 minutes, this game, even though it does feel like Fox have had a huge lead for the majority. Going to be able to close in on this last inhibitor, though, and it's just Nexus turrets in the way.
As soon as triple inhibit has gone down,
Magnet Storm, that air really took a beating. Unfortunately, now they don't have a pretty pivotal ultimate for this base defense. Dundun loses his Edge of Night as well as Clear, just looking for that moment, looking for that opportunity. The poke damage flying forward. Every time Closer throws this orb around, it is doing massive damage. As the first Nexus turret does go down, Clear is going to teleport back in. They find the knock-up, but Willer's just going to split the fight. Now Clear dives in. He's got his Zhonya's already prepared. A shockwave onto 2. Both bottom laners taking so much from that one. Dundun trying to be the valiant hero here for Nongshim, and they are standing their ground. They are surviving at least, but their Nexus is getting torn apart, and in goes Clear again. I just don't think this is going to be enough. There's the shuffle. They do manage to pick up Henna, but look at this. Some free time with a Nexus, and down it goes. FearX will take game 1.